Why does human history contain a 200,000-year gap in our evolutionary record? Modern humans like us first appeared approximately 300,000 years ago in Africa, yet recorded history only begins about 6,000 years ago with the rise of Sumerian civilization. This leaves an astonishing gap of nearly 200,000 years, a period longer than all of recorded history by a factor of 30. What were our ancestors doing during all that time? The conventional explanation suggests they were simply hunting and gathering, slowly developing primitive tools. But mounting archaeological evidence suggests this narrative may be fundamentally flawed. When we examine this enormous time gap more closely, the implications become staggering. The entire span of recorded human civilization, from the first cities of Mesopotamia to the modern digital age, represents less than 3% of our species' existence. For the remaining 97%, we're expected to believe that anatomically modern humans, with brains identical to ours in size and capacity, achieved nothing more remarkable than slightly better stone tools and rudimentary cave paintings. This stretches credulity when we consider what humanity has accomplished in just the last 6,000 years. The archaeological anomalies challenging this conventional timeline begin with Göbekli Tepe, a site that has fundamentally rewritten our understanding of Neolithic societies. Located in southeastern Turkey, this massive stone temple complex dates back to approximately 9,600 BCE, 7 millennia before the Great Pyramid of Giza. What makes Göbekli Tepe so revolutionary is that it predates the advent of agriculture by at least 2,000 years, directly contradicting the long-held archaeological axiom that complex societies only emerged after the development of farming. The technical achievements at Göbekli Tepe are, well, breathtaking. The site features multiple circular enclosures with massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing over 5 meters tall and weighing up to 20 tons. These weren't simply stacked stones. They were precisely quarried from nearby bedrock, transported hundreds of meters, and erected in carefully prepared sockets. Even more impressively, many pillars feature intricate bas-relief carvings of animals including lions, bulls, foxes, and birds, executed with an artistic sophistication that rivals much later civilizations. The organizational implications are equally profound. Construction on this scale would have required hundreds of workers, suggesting some form of social hierarchy and division of labor completely unexpected in a pre-agrarian society. The builders would have needed architects to design the structures, quarrymen to extract the stone, craftsmen to carve the pillars, and laborers to transport and erect them. This level of social complexity contradicts everything we thought we knew about hunter-gatherer societies. Perhaps most mysteriously, Göbekli Tepe wasn't simply abandoned. It was deliberately buried around 8,000 BCE. This wasn't gradual accumulation of debris, but a systematic backfilling operation involving thousands of tons of soil and rubble. The reasons behind this careful interment remain one of archaeology's great unsolved mysteries. Was this a ritual act? Were they preserving the site for future generations? Or was there some other purpose we haven't yet discerned? Moving from architecture to ancient technology, the Antikythera mechanism stands as one of history's most perplexing artifacts. Discovered in a Roman-era shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera in 1901, this intricate bronze device has been dated to between 150 and 100 BCE. For decades, its corroded fragments baffled researchers, but advanced imaging techniques, including X-ray tomography, have revealed it to be an astonishingly complex astronomical computer. The mechanism contained at least 30 precisely cut bronze gears that worked together to model astronomical phenomena. It could predict solar and lunar eclipses with remarkable accuracy, track the 4-year cycle of ancient athletic games, including the Olympics, and even account for the moon's elliptical orbit through a clever use of offset gears, a level of mechanical sophistication comparable to 18th century clockwork. Nothing approaching this complexity appears again in the historical record until the development of medieval cathedral clocks, some 1,400 years later. This raises profound questions. Was the Antikythera mechanism a unique masterpiece, or part of a broader tradition of ancient Greek technology that has been lost to time? Who were the craftsmen capable of such precision metalwork, and what other devices might they have created? Most importantly, why was this knowledge lost for so many centuries? Equally puzzling are the Baghdad batteries, a collection of artifacts discovered in Iraq and dating to the Parthian period, 250 BCE to 224 CE. Each consists of a terracotta pot containing a rolled copper sheet surrounding an iron rod. When filled with an acidic electrolyte like vinegar or lemon juice, these devices can produce about 1 volt of electricity. While their exact purpose remains debated, theories range from electroplating to medical therapy, they demonstrate that ancient peoples were experimenting with electrochemical principles nearly 2 millennia before Volta invented the modern battery. The architectural achievements of ancient civilizations present another set of enduring mysteries. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built around 2600 BCE, remains one of the most precisely engineered structures ever created. Its sides are aligned to true north with an accuracy of just 3/60ths of a degree, more precise than many modern buildings. The entire structure is level to within 2 centimeters across its 230-meter base, and its dimensions encode sophisticated mathematical relationships including pi and the golden ratio. Similar anomalies appear worldwide. The Olmec civilization of Mesoamerica appears suddenly around 1500 BCE with fully developed art, writing systems, and astronomical knowledge. The Indus Valley civilization demonstrates advanced urban planning with standardized weights and measures, yet their script remains undeciphered. In each case, we see sophisticated societies emerging with no clear evidence of gradual development in the archaeological record. This pattern becomes even more intriguing when we examine ancient flood myths. Cultures across the globe, from Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica, from India to Greece, preserve remarkably similar stories of a great deluge that destroyed an earlier civilization. The Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh, written around 2100 BCE, describes a catastrophic flood sent by the gods. The biblical story of Noah shares striking parallels. Hindu texts speak of Manu surviving a great flood, while the Maya have their own flood myths involving the god Huracan. While these could be dismissed as mere legends, geological evidence suggests dramatic climate change and catastrophic flooding did occur around 12,000 years ago at the end of the last ice age. Sea levels rose nearly 120 meters as glaciers melted, submerging vast coastal areas that may have been home to early human settlements. Could these flood myths preserve distant memories of actual events? Modern scientific techniques continue to reveal anomalies challenging conventional timelines. Studies of erosion patterns on the Great Sphinx suggest water weathering, potentially indicating it's much older than its conventional dating of 2500 BCE. Analysis of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, while controversial, has revealed man-made concrete blocks and an extensive underground tunnel network. The cumulative weight of this evidence presents a compelling case that our understanding of human history is incomplete. Either human civilization is far older than currently believed, or ancient peoples possessed knowledge that was later lost and rediscovered. Both possibilities force us to reconsider the standard model of human development. In our next episode, we'll examine the terrifying cataclysm that may have wiped out an advanced prehistoric civilization. The evidence for the Younger Dryas impact event will shock you. This wasn't just climate change. We're talking about a series of cosmic impacts that plunged the world into a mini ice age and may have erased entire cultures from history. The smoking guns are there in the geological record, and they point to a disaster of unimaginable proportions that our ancestors barely survived.